On YouTube. Okay, so I'm thinking the title of this video would be something like how to turn your old phones and computers into gift card and money making machines. I'm going to show you guys how to do that with phones. There will be a part 2 of this video for computers, but I wanted to show people how to make money with old devices or phone farming. So, you do this with apps. Apps pay you to watch ads and do weird tasks. So, I'm going to show you how to get started and how you can start making money. So, the best app to start this out with is app trailers. Well, most people start with app trailers. Most of the best people actually start with app trailers. There are apps that pay out better than app trailers and that don't require the work, but app trailers work across both platforms pretty well. The second, the second app I want to go over is Perk, but if you want more information, I got a review of this app somewhere on my channel, so links will be in the description. It might take me a while to get all the links straight, but 1,000 points equals $1. And then you just click and it auto plays the playlist, and then that's how you would make money with this app, just by playing videos. Similar thing. Swipe it just plays advertisements, and you would get about $1 to $1.50 a day. Same thing with esports. Esports is a little slower. Word search, I will put second place. Pop quiz, I'll put in third. Esports, I'll put last, just because it's slightly slower. It doesn't make that much difference. The tip about Perk and why all this actually works, because Perk limits you to 5 devices. I would not recommend 5. I would recommend people limit themselves to 4. Actually, I don't go one app at a time. I usually stop at around 3. So if I always use Perk swipe it, I'll start out with one phone. Next phone, I'll use swipe it until I get to 3. Then I usually switch apps. You can make a whole entire farm just off of Perk apps. But I'm going to show you some other things and some other things you can use along with Perk to get more money. So these are apps that does pay you to download. There's more of them, but I have not tested them myself, so therefore I won't put them in the video. First one is Gift Crush. You download it, you put it in your email, you let it sit for 24 hours. You get a $1 gift card. They will send that out 2 days later, and you let it sit for another month. It's like $5, and then 2 months, then it's like $10, and so forth. I've only got to the 2 month mark. I'm going to say that you can only use this with one phone. I've got it to work with multiple phones. I might have to make an email where people can message me, because there's certain stuff I don't want to say out loud, because then they'll nerf it and then everybody loses. Mobile performance meter. This is an app that pays you 20 cents just to download it. There is an alternative to this app in case you get denied. Some people get denied because they only accept people that they need for that area or that service provider. You do not need to have a service provider to get this app to work. All you would need is a Wi-Fi connection. Panel app, it only gives you about $1 a month, but you know, if you download this on multiple phones, then that becomes a profit. And when you first start out, you want to get as much gift cards as you can so you could get more phones. Next, we have the question apps. Citizen Me, it's like the monthly question, like 2 times a month. They'll send me like 3 things. It pays in euros. And basically, you get paid to answer like 3 or 4 questions. Again, when you first start out, you want to get as much money off of one phone as possible so you don't have to come out of pocket for your next phone. One question, you answer a question, they send 25 cents directly to your PayPal. Sometimes it'll be 2 questions for 50 cents. Alaskan Bunch, I'm testing this app right now. I just threw it into mix just because. And they do 1 question, but I think their questions are only worth 5 cents. I have not cashed out with this app, so I cannot recommend it as of now. Once you start getting into more than 5 phones, what you want to do is you want to have a lock screen for each one of them. So let's get started in that. Your first phone, I would say S'mores because it is the most consistent. S'mores and SideJoy are the most consistent. S'mores is the one that pays the most without having to have what is the word I'm looking for? S'mores is the one that pays the most without having to get referrals. If you're good at getting referrals, then you would go to AdMe, which AdMe by itself it only pays like a couple of cents a day. Same with SideJoy, but SideJoy is a little bit better than AdMe without the referral system. And Fronto is basically a download app. Downloads are not in this because they take up too much time, and once you get over like 5 phones, you really don't have time to be downloading apps. It's just a waste of time. But if you like downloading apps, I understand if that's your hustle, go ahead, do that. You can make a decent amount of money just downloading apps, but it's really more trouble than what it's worth because you have to physically be there. Which most of these apps, you just turn them on and let the phones run and you collect gift cards. Next thing on the list is surveys. The only reason why surveys is up there because they're a lot faster. I recommend quickthoughts or mthoughts. quickthoughts is you get $1 per survey. It used to be a lot more, but I guess they nerfed it and now it's like $1 per survey. quickthoughts, most of the surveys are 80 cents per survey. Some of them are $3. Now, in my review of mthoughts, I said that they could only do eBay, but if you download mplaces, you can use the same points from quickthoughts on mplaces and get Amazon gift cards. So if you're good at surveys, you can speed up the process to get your next phone relatively quickly. Next on the list is Swagbucks. Basically 6 apps. They play videos. The first one is, I believe, 6 videos for 2 Swagbucks, which is 2 cents. If you do all of them, it's a total of 60 cents. But this is lower down on my list. Once upon a time, they were very good with iOS, but now some of them do not work. I do not recommend Swagbucks to start off unless you're going to use the website. I'll be going over that in my other video when I talk about computers because the website is just so much better than the apps now. The apps, the only 4 of them work real good and the last 2 just work like crap. Rewardable TV. This used to be the best. I'm going to close that because, well, it could leave it open. Rewardable TV used to be one of the best money makers. It used to be possible to make $2 a day off of each phone. But sadly, these people have trouble keeping up with their payments. I made a payment in July and I have not got my payment, so I stopped using it. And that phone went to perk, you guys. I think they still pay out, but I would not start off with this just because this app has so many glitches that a person first starting off is just going to get frustrated and delete the app, and it's probably just going to be over with. So I do not recommend this to start off. They might start working again later, but right now I do not recommend Rewardable TV. Bing, everybody should know Bing by now. You do 25 searches, you get 25 cents. Not that much, but then again, if you're just starting, as much money as you want to get to your first phone. The phones I recommend, Moto G, Zone 3. You can start off with an iPhone 4, but I highly suggest you try iPhone 5 because sometimes the apps don't work with the operating system and you got to do a whole bunch of crap to get any types of apps to work on the iPhone 4. I do recommend it for perk. Other cheaper options for perk might be if you could find a Kindle. As long as you could use the app, crack screen, bad ISN, doesn't matter. Get it and turn into a money-making machine. Real bucks. This is like way down the list. Like unless you got 21 phones, I wouldn't even use this app. I liked this app before, but now it's like you get about $1 a day, same as the other apps. Checkpoints. Checkpoints is very consistent. I don't know why I can't click. I'm just gonna leave it there. Checkpoints, you get about 100 points in videos. Some people have reported you get more. I have never got 100 points, so I'm gonna say that's the limit as far as I know. And that's about somewhere in the field of 30 cents. The only thing good about checkpoints, the only thing that really gets you banned is for cheating on scanning codes. They have a very low banning of having multiple phones run on the same account and how many accounts you can run in the same household. If you have questions about that, message me on YouTube or comment down below, because there's some things that I will not say in a video just because I'm scared it's going to get nerfed. Yo Lotto used to be really good. It used to be like $1.50 a day when they have ads, but this company's brand new, so I cannot recommend that right now. And yeah, you guys, that is basically the review of what apps pay you, how to turn your phones into money-making machines. I'll probably do another video on how to get some of these phones and what the cheapest way to get phones, but really, all you need is about $25 in gift cards, and you can go buy a cheap phone, and you can start making like $1 or $2 a day per phone. And you could just leave them running. And people like, oh, but I'm going to stay in the house all day. No, you can actually root them and use TeamViewer. And if you're a security guard or an IT person that you just sit down, look at a screen all day, you could just go on your phone, check if your phones are running, restart them, do whatever you need to do. And you could do this from work, you guys. So yeah, this is the video, how to turn your devices into money-making devices. I will try to have the link in the description. If they're not there yet, that's because I'm not done copying and pasting all the videos down in the description. And that's how to start phone farming, you guys. Peace.